Hi everyone! Take 500, 125, I don't know. I've been skinning tomatoes for quite a while now, and this is video number, I don't know, 4 or 5. Because first I didn't like I forgot, well no, I forgot to tell you this, or I forgot to tell you that, da 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 da. And then the last one I thought was perfect. And Tim came home. And Tim looked at it and he said, they can't see your hands and what you're doing. So here we go again. My handy dandy tomato knife. I love this tomato knife. Tim does not like this tomato knife because anytime Tim uses this tomato knife, he's told, no, no, no. It never turns out well for Tim when he uses my tomato knife. Tomato knife is good for if a little flesh is left on my tomato skin, I can just boop right off. It will cut super duper thin. These ones here have already been peeled, so I don't really want to cut too many super thin, but it'll cut them paper thin or nice and thick or whatever. I love my tomato knife. If you do anything with tomatoes, even if you just slice tomatoes for BLTs, get a tomato knife. I like to do my tomatoes, skin them on a cookie sheet or in a cake pan. This is one of my handy dandy little tricks because tomatoes get watery. Look at all that water in there. You get a lot of water. This contains it. I used to have to put down towels on the counter, underneath my cutting boards, hang them on the edge, and I still had a watery mess. And everything that was stained with that beautiful tomato pink. So, no more. Now, I use a pan or a cake pan, if not a cookie sheet. This one has maybe 1/2 to 3/4 inch lip on it. Keeps it all nice, and then I can pour it right in there. You'll see that in a minute. And the cake pans work well, you know, like 9x13 cake pan, except you kind of have your hands down in and your arms, you know, get worn out, kind of like carpal tunnel stuff goes on if you're doing a whole lot of them like I have been today. I have almost 2 gallons cut up already. We've got only a few left in the back here. I've got these ones here all but peeled. Okay, so if you notice to my right, I have a pan of peelings. What am I going to do with those peelings? I'm going to dehydrate those peelings. And then after I dehydrate those peelings will go into all kinds of things like vegetable soup. They might go into a roast that I'm making Italian, like an Italian roast for Italian meats. Okay. They might go into my ham and beans to thicken it up a little bit, or for a little extra flavor and a little extra nutrition. I'll be able to add it to my meatloaf, and that'll help add some flavor and some nutrition to my meatloaf. Blah, 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 blah. On and on I could go with what we'll do once these tomato peelings have been dehydrated and powdered. My tops and cores go to my little girls outside, my chickens, and then they give me nice little eggs, and I can have my eggs for breakfast. I can make deviled eggs. I can make whatever kind of eggs I want. Egg salad sandwiches, blah, 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 blah. French toast, whatever. So that's why I keep these. If you don't have chickens, I know most of my friends do not have chickens. Put them in your compost pile. Throw them right in your garden if you want to. They'll still put all that good nutrition back into your soil. So this is what I do. Oh, look. I forgot. I already had some in my colander. These have already been in the water. I've had them in the boiling water. I had them in the ice water. And they're ready to be peeled and diced now to go for my salsa. what I do, I just put some tomatoes in the colander. Then I drop it in the boiling water, let it do its thing. Come over here, take care of these, get them all cleaned up. I don't really time how long they're in the water. As long as they're long enough to skin, that's good. This one on the top, still a little green, so it doesn't peel real easy, even though the rest of it did. And we'll get that green core out of there, maybe now, maybe later. Okay. A lot of times I just top them off and then peel them. That's it. And that's what the boiling water does, is make it so you can peel them nice and easy. It just comes right off. And the ice water is so that you can handle them and don't have to wait forever. That one, did you see that? There's still a lot of flesh stuck to the skin. So I just took my knife over. We might get another one. This one has a lot of bad spots on it. Those bad spots, no matter how long you have them in the boiling water, it's not really ever going to come off. Okay? So, but the tomato's fine. It's just, you know, something bit it or whatever. Who knows why those little spots come on there. Could be insects, it could be weather, blah, 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 blah. People think it's always disease. It's seldom disease. At least in my experience, it's seldom disease. So yeah. Some people, did I say that in this video about the X? I don't know. Because this is like video number 5. Who knows what I've said in this one and what I haven't said. Some people, before they even put them in the boiling water, will make an X on the bottom to peel them nice and easy, which is fine. I don't do it because when you do the coring, when you take that core out or slice the top off on a green one, it essentially does the same thing. So it saves me steps if I don't do that X on the bottom before I put them in the water or even afterwards. So I'm about over this. I'm getting bored since I've been doing it for so long. So here's a piece that still has quite a bit of flesh. I'm going to go ahead and do it in my hand. Just take your tomato knife, and I even take the back side of it, and I just fillet that, just scrape that flesh right off. Just fillet that right off. And then it goes in its respective pans. These get all nice and diced up. And I don't dice too small, Tim, and get like chunks in their salsa. They don't like, what is it, piccati sauce, where it's less thick. So I don't get crazy chopping up. And if I decide I want it chopped up more, when I put it in soup or in a roast, I can always do it then. I can dump the jar in the blender. I want it really soupy, which I usually don't. But sometimes I want it a little smaller. See all that working? No mess. So then, now I know it's time to take the tomatoes out of the hot water. Plop them in the cold. Give them a minute. And there you go. They will be cooled off in a minute. And you just start again. And keep doing it till you're done. Obviously, I didn't wait. That one got a little steamy steam. But hopefully that's good now. And hopefully I don't have to make another video. So, if you want to watch me dehydrating, if you want to watch me turn this all into salsa, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Because it is after 6 o'clock now and Tim's home. I need to make supper, blah, blah, blah. So these will all go in the freezer tonight. Tomorrow I'll pull them out. I'll measure them and make my salsa. So if you want to see me make the salsa or see me dehydrate the tomatoes, you're going to want to subscribe and click the notification button. I think it's an alarm clock or something. A bell. It's a bell. That's what it is. If you want me to pop up in your suggestions when I make videos, but you don't want notifications, just hit the like button, I think. Subscribe and like. I don't know. So that is that, friends. And hopefully you enjoyed my take number 5. And we'll go give these to the girls, and I will see y'all when I'm making my salsa. Have a good night. Love ya. Bye.